We are live. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday, and welcome to Mass Make Thursday.
Hi, ladies.
Debbie and Candy here. Whoops, the TV is not muted. There it is.
Yeah, she was ignoring us.
Oh, my goodness. Jello, Christy. Jello, Glennis. Jello, Margie. Grocery order coming. Nice. Cello, Christy. I like cello. Hello, Cheryl. Almost completely forgot it was Thursday. Huh? Hey, KK. Jello, Laura. Jello, Toby. Let's get this party started. I love the enthusiasm out there. Look at that. You guys are great. Hi, Linda. Hi, Sandra Lou. Dun, 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 dun. We have our hostess. Your hostess is exhausted from, with not the mostest today, the most exhaustion from packing orders. So for that, I really appreciate all your enthusiasm out there that is going to give me a second wind, I'm quite sure. And all right, who's crafting along? This is the easiest thing in the world. You need a 6x6 piece of paper. And paper. By paper, I mean paper, not cardstock. 6x6. That one might be a little thick. 6x6 piece of paper. And you can cut it down from 8.5 by 11. You can cut it down from 12 by 12. Whatever you want. I'm pulling out a variety here. Oh, these even feel a little thick. Cardstock is too thick because when you fold it, it gets thicker. So I have to, here, this one's paper. All right. I'm going to have to pull out, the big paper stack. Paper pack, paper pad, paper stack. I don't know what it's called. Everybody calls it something different. But it can be single-sided or double-sided. Doesn't make any difference. It's going to be really easy, Laura. And we're making page corners or bookmarks, however you choose to use them. Some people use these as page corner bookmarks. This is a basic one that's made. Is not embellished at this point. But this is how they work. You slide it on the corner of your journal page just like that. So you can use it as a tuck spot to tuck things under. You can embellish it, put stuff right over the top there. And then you've got this on the back side. If you glue it just at the edges there, you can use this as a tuck spot too. You could actually probably leave it free floating if you wanted, if it was tight enough. So let's see. I want someone to buy a 12 by 12 and see how big a corner you can get. Oh, hi, Toby. Toby, get your paper out. Any paper, not. You can even use copy paper. This is a perfect one for using gel prints or things you've stenciled on or your overspray pages, from your splat box. And you have that overspray. Those are good. Those are good for this. Regular copy paper is great. Laura, I just hate to think of the size of journal I would have to make for that 12 by 12. I mean, I could make it, but I don't know that I want to make a journal that big. So, but we can make them smaller. And we will make them smaller after we make a few regular. I just want to pull out a few pieces of paper here, so I'll be good to go. I'm getting a variety so that they can go with different things. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Deciding what I want here. Oh, my goodness. So how's everybody been this week? I haven't been in the group a lot because I've been working on orders. It's funny how that always happens the week after the sale. I'm really trying to get them all out by tomorrow. That's my goal, my ultimate goal, to get them all out by tomorrow so that I don't have to worry about them spending all day Saturday at the birthday party. I don't want to have to be thinking that there's still orders to do when I'm sitting there at the birthday party with you. That's pretty. Let's see. There we go. Let's do that one. So I'm just going to pull out a few pages. And I'm not using some of the prettiest pages because it's quite small. And if I put any embellishment on it, that covers up part of it too. So I don't want to use the prettiest pages. Although I think there's one in here, so there's plenty. Oh, there we go. This is a good one. Looks a little grungier. Okay, so you need a 6x6 piece of paper. If you have a I didn't even go over my 6x6 shelf to see if I have 6x6 paper. I know there's a ton of cardstock, but I don't know if there's paper. So, but I do have 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12 over here. That needs to be used just as well. So, let's see. I'll make a Christmas one with a reindeer. I can do a Christmas one with holly and pink, polka dot. A lot of pink in that one. All right. That's enough to get us started. It's so easy. I figure I should get a bunch mass made this time. Okay. Everybody have a 6x6 piece of paper? Giving you time to cut one down while I've been pulling out paper. So here we go. Here we go. Take your 6x6 piece of paper. Watch closely because it's so easy and so short in steps. I'm going to pull this somewhere over that white. All right. Take your piece of paper. If it's non-directional, that is best. It can be solid color or a print. Doesn't make any difference. Put the top, whatever you want to show on the top, put that down, face down. So it's easy with a single-sided piece of paper to tell what I'm doing here. All right, bring one corner up to the other corner and crease that. Okay, now you're going to grab both corners together and bring them up here. They're going to meet in the middle at that point. And this is why I bring them both together so that I can get them to meet at that point. Because then the rest of this, I can come down and do one at a time. As long as I know they met in the point, then I'm not putting one up and then the other one won't go that far. Not holding it very well there. See, so, I mean, you get 4 layers of paper in here. That's plenty. If you have cardstock, this is ridiculous. So I wouldn't even use cardstock if I were you. Okay, where's my bone folder? I'm going to crease these down right good because we want them to stay down. Hey, Dad. All right, so you got that? All we did was fold the diamond in half, the square, point to point, fold the two corners up to meet there. Okay, we're going to unfold those two corners again for a minute. Go back up to this point, take only the top layer and fold this one down. I'm going to turn around. It's easier for me that way. Fold this point down to the point. It pretty much fits inside the two fold marks that you just made. Okay, fold that down. Got that? Yeah. Just got home. Oh, Margie, yeah, tired. Now it's time to sit down and rest. No, but Dad, you got food for the week, so that's good. Okay, then you're going to open up this little pocket right here and fold each of these pointy tails inside. And that should fold right down in there. And this one folds right down in there. And just push it all the way down until you've got the whole thing down to where it meets here. Because it'll fit. And then crease that. And that one isn't down all the way. Don't crease it till it's down all the way. Here we go. Yeah, so you can see why if you do this with cardstock, it would be ridiculous because it's plenty thick with paper. And it's plenty strong with paper because you've got multiple layers. Why does that one not want to stay folded all the way down in? It's wanting to be taller than the guy next to it. Look, quit trying to stand out. There you go. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that is literally your book corner, your book page corner, your bookmark, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you want to make sure it stays there permanently, it's not an open thing, you can put a little bit of glue. I'm going to use our glitter glue because of the point. You could put just a tiny bit of glue. It doesn't need much. Okay, doesn't need much, and I certainly wouldn't put much right on the inside of that and that. There you go. You don't have to, but if you know it's going to stay that way permanently, then that just makes sure that it stays that way permanently. And then when you embellish it, you can embellish it here. And this is a good place to embellish with stickers because it stays flat on the book. So you could put something right here. You could come over here and embellish this side as well. And stamp, stencil, pictures, tickets, stickers. I said stickers, whatever. Anything flat like that is good embellishment for this corner. It can also go on any corner you want. So if you have a book page that goes like this, and you want this to go down here, actually, let's do it the white way so you can see. Okay, if you want it to go down here, you can. Then you have a tuck spot here. And when you flip it over, you've got a tuck spot over here. So you can just decorate it accordingly. When I glue it on, I make sure to only put a little bit of glue along the edge on this side and the edge on the underside. So when I slip that in and I try to open it as much as possible to get it all the way in there before the glue, I don't get glue everywhere, but I hold those down, get those nice and glued, and then slip something in to make sure you have down the center of it. But that gives you two tuck spots in one for any kind of book, any kind of journal. So I'm going to put the cap back on this, and I will wait and glue them all at the end. So I only have to open the glue once. And I need to cut down some more paper. That's what I need to do. So did that make perfect sense? Hey, Sheila. How are ya? Hi, Jackie. Oh, what a good idea. She put that through her laminator. Through her laminator. Hi, Eric. Through her laminator and gets a good crease. That's a great idea, Jackie. Or even through your die cutting machine, I suppose. All right, so 6x6 pieces of paper. And of course, keep these offcuts. This is probably 5. I'm going to make a 5x5 right here. What's this one? This one is 3.5. That was super easy. Anybody have any questions about how that is made? The 6x6 is a good size because it gives you enough to be able to use as a tuck spot. You could go larger if you wanted. I don't ever go larger than 6x6, but there's nothing that says that you can't. Right, you can go smaller too. You're just not going to have as big a tuck spot. But if you're making mini books, you don't want the 6x6 because that's pretty large. So this is a 3.5 by 3.5. I just kept cutting down the offcuts. So these go great in smaller books. Okay. Okay. Open that. Let's see. Make sure that's all the way to the center. One of them isn't. So y'all know about the birthday party Saturday. Is everybody going to be there? I'm really excited. We are going to be live here from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And we are celebrating Happy Paper People's birthday. And it is also National Scrapbooking Day. It is also the day before Mother's Day. So we're celebrating all the mothers. And it is the day after Mother's Day is Doug's birthday. So I'm also telling him that, when we sing, I'll sing happy birthday to him. Because normally I'd spend the weekend with him. And since I'm spending it with you, don't want him to think I forgot him. So you got to get a cake of some kind. I think we're going to get a cheesecake from Costco because I got some fresh strawberries from California. So got to do strawberry cheesecake. That's Doug's favorite. That's why. Margie, did you get a cheesecake today? Whoop, got your cake today. What kind, Margie? So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about the games. Okay, guys, let me explain this once just in case you haven't heard it. But really, really do want you to participate in the games. And I've got prizes. So, you don't want the same 3 people to be getting all the prizes all the time, right? So everybody come on and play games. We're going to play bingo. There is a candy.
Sorry.
What?
I said sorry. I was putting you on YouTube on my phone.
Oh, I did the same thing.
I
It wasn't
can't do
muted.
it on the computer here.
Yeah. Candy put a post in the group about the bingo, and it shows a bingo card that you can print out. Happy Paper People HPP bingo card. And look, here's a tiny one. This was from a 3.5 piece of paper, 3.5 square. It's always square. No matter what size you do, just cut it square. That's all. She has prizes, people. Come play games. Chocolate with chocolate frosting. Okay, you can't go wrong with that.
Oh, I'm going chocolate with peanut butter frosting.
Oh my gosh. Is that what
I'm
you're
making.
making?
Yeah, I'm making peanut butter frosting.
Wow. That sounds really good too.
If there's any left, I'll make it tomorrow. But hopefully there'll
Oh,
be.
there might not be any. You have to just save one piece for Saturday then. That you can put a candle in saying, and well, we'll put a candle. We'll put a candle in mine. You can just eat it. Just save you one piece to eat so you won't be dying without any cake.
Yeah.
That does sound good. Okay, so Candy put a post in a group with an HPP bingo card. Just print out that card and then print out the list that she put in the same post. The list has about 50 crafty words on it. Pick any words you want and write them in the squares on the bingo cards. Instead of numbers, we're using crafting words. If you don't have a printer, just draw a bingo square, write BINGO on the top, over the top of each of the columns.
There's a template for that in there just to make
And
them
there's
one.
a template. There's an example of that. Several people have already done that. And write in your words. And you need to do that right away. You cannot wait until we play the game. And this is why I'm telling you, because the what do you call them? The bouncers will not let you in.
Well, plus we have to check your card. We have to make sure that you don't have any duplicate words on there.
Right. And yeah. So here's the thing. You need to fill out your card and put your name on it. Be sure you put your name on it and then message it to Glynis. There's a link in that same post to Glynis's name. You can message it to her. If for some reason you can't message it to her, message it to Candy or me, and we will forward it to her. So every card has to be verified and written down before the game, before we start, before we play. So by, what did we say? By tomorrow afternoon, 3:00 Pacific, 4:00 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 Eastern. Is that correct, Candy? Is that what you
I think so. It's in the post, ladies. It is in the post.
Okay, so it has to be filled out. Yeah, fill it out and message it to her by Friday, by tomorrow afternoon. Do it today, just so that you know it's done, please. I want to know there's going to be a bunch of people playing bingo because we're going to have, okay, check this out. We're going to do a bingo for the first horizontal bingo, the first vertical bingo, the first diagonal left to right, the first diagonal right to left, the first all the squares all around the perimeter. So one giant square, and then blackout.
And the X. Did you do the X?
Oh, the X. Yeah. The two diagonals, both diagonals.
Yeah,
Yeah, the X.
So we'll have multiple winners.
Yes. If there's only 3 people playing, I'm not going to do all those. But that's what the plan is. So we really want a lot of people playing because there will be a lot of gifts to be given out then to a lot of people. Okay. So be sure to get that to Candy. Not Candy, Glynis, or Candy or me, or Debbie. Doesn't matter. We'll get it to Glynis. Get it to somebody on admin by tomorrow afternoon. But please do it today, tonight, even first thing tomorrow morning. But if you wait till tomorrow, I'm afraid you'll forget. So if you can do it today or tonight. Okay, the other post that Candy put in there is just a template for you to print out or for you to just write if you don't have a printer. And it's no big deal. You can just actually write the numbers 1 through 12 so that you have a place to put in 12 answers. It's for categories, but if you want to print out the template, it's all good to go. You'll put your name on it. We'll explain how to place categories when we play it, but you will need to have it written down like that, ready to go when we go to play. Because when we play, if you win, you will have 4 minutes to take a picture of your piece of paper and message it to Candy. So that has to be verified. So we're going to play, and all of you have the ability to take pictures and upload them to the Facebook group. So you'll have 4 minutes to take a picture and message that picture to Candy to verify your list. Meanwhile, we're gonna be playing multiple games of that, so there will be multiple winners there as well.
And Margie said she was going to take a piece of acetate to put over her card so she could use dry erase marker to cut it out. You can do that. I have circles that I've cut out, 1-inch circles, and I use those. Because we used to do this a lot when I was doing digital scrapbooking on National Scrapbooking.
Okay.
I have a whole little box of those, and I use those. Now,
Little circles to put over it.
you could use a highlight marker. You could use even a pencil, just put an X through it. We just have to be able to see the word to verify that the right word is there.
Right. Just don't color it in so we can't see the word.
Yeah.
But just take a pen or a pencil and put an X through it if you want, because that will probably only play bingo once, since we're doing all of those bingos.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of bingos, a lot of prizes in one game. So we'll probably only do that once. So you can X out your word and know that it's okay. Categories will do more than one. And that's why the template has 3 on it. You can print that out once or twice. Or if we end up playing more than that, you can just make, write down 1 through 12. Make a quick list. Easy peasy.
Margie said she doesn't have a flat place to put her card.
To put put the things on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can laminate it too. That works.
Yeah.
Too.
You could just use a pencil and mark them out. No big deal. That'll work. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And Doug will come in and play games with us. Like, we may do Pictionary, and we'll let him draw because he's a pretty good Pictionary drawer.
We're just fighting over who's going to draw, because it's not going to be me, ladies. You never get it.
Doug. It's going to be Doug. Make Doug do it.
Make Doug do it.
You're going to draw Pictionary. He just walked down the hall. What am I going to do?
What? What are you
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good at drawing Pictionary, so he can do that. Or a couple of us can do, because they might get one clue from one and one clue from the other, because we're not all that great drawers. But we've got Taboo. That'll be fun. And I don't have the list in front of me. So we've got a couple of other games too. And I've got a whole list of things to make, quick, easy things to make with your scraps. So it's going to be a scrap busting day. If you have the day to hang with us, we're going to make it a productive day. So you actually get something done, bust your scraps, and have a whole bunch of embellishments ready to go while you're having a party. So we do want to make it productive as well as fun. So bring your scraps, little teeny tiny scraps, big scraps, strips, scraps of lace, small scraps of fabric, not big ones, just little tiny scraps of fabric, scraps of lace. I said that, maybe some scraps of trim.
No, you don't have to work, Margie. You don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. This is just time together. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just a big party so we can spend time together and celebrate birthdays. Okay. That down in there. It's gonna be fun though. Gonna be fun. We're gonna have a wheel that spins on bingo and draws the names. So it's not even gonna be me drawing the names out of a hat. It's gonna be a wheel of fortune spinning the names. So you can't blame me if you win or don't win.
Oh, we're gonna blame you. It's all yours.
Of course. Of course.
Don't forget the thumbs up, ladies, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for remembering. Okay, so this one is
in August. Ooh.
Yes. Start planning. This one is 6-inch. This was what's left from 6-inch. I want to say it was 5.5. No, it's 5. That would be 11. Okay, this is a 6-inch square. This is a 5-inch square, and this is a 3.5-inch square. So another question that somebody put in the comments on the bingo card is how many bingo cards? one bingo card. One bingo card. We're only going to play one bingo game. It's going to go long enough because we're going to have so many winners with all those different bingos that I mentioned. So one bingo card is all you need. That's all you get. So you got to submit it ahead of time so that it can be logged as yours. Okay.
Liz has already got 10 of them made.
For herself?
Yeah.
It's these you mean.
They're cool.
I thought you meant bingo cards. Let's see. I like both sizes. I like all three sizes. It depends what size the book is.
There's
With an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, I can make all three of those in one piece of paper.
Pretty, 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 pretty.
One sheet. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wow. Those are pretty.
I've made one.
Goodness, you've made one?
I made 4. I stopped at 4.
Why? Okay, there's a 6-inch. There's a 5-inch. Why did you stop?
Because I didn't want any more. I got 4.
Oh.
I didn't have enough paper. I got a small one here I can make.
2.5. I think I like 8.5 by 11 piece of paper better than 12 because with an 8.5 by 11, I can get more than that, but I can get one of each of these 3 sizes out of it. I still have these left that I could do more, but one of each size is sufficient for me, I think. And then do another piece of paper. I think maybe I want to pull out some gel prints or just sprayed paper and stenciled paper. I think that would be very pretty. I didn't cut this one straight either.
Imagine that. Oh, I said that out loud. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Well, look at that.
You're on the Candy Doodah list.
What?
I said you're on the Candy Doodah list. She's picking on you again.
Again? Do you mean it ever stopped?
Yeah, it's never stopped. I just took a break because I wasn't feeling well.
Oh, hit me when I'm low.
You said you were fine. I asked you before we started.
I did not. I said I'm exhausted. I am. I'm fine. I'm just a little tired, but I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And I knew that I would get a second wind hanging out with you guys anyway. So I knew I would be totally fine. I don't know what it is with the turtles lately. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I'm just glad that you guys are feeling better because that was a rough haul for you guys. All right. So let's see, what else do we have coming up that we didn't talk about? This Saturday is the first Saturday of the month, right? Oh, no, this Saturday's birthday. Sorry, forget it. No, Saturday Night Live is the birthday party. So, yeah, no separate Saturday Night Live. We will all be birthday partying. So hang out with us there, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. If you don't know what time that is your time, ask Siri or Alexa. I'm sure they'll both be happy to tell you.
Or Google.
Or Google, the googly. I think y'all know by now because that's why you're here on time.
Didn't you tell us that when we look up the event on YouTube, it tells us the time of the event, our time?
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does. So you could also just go to YouTube and find that event and it'll show the time, your time, and it gives you the option to click and set a reminder so it'll pop up for you, which is even easier. Can't make it any easier, people.
My reminders hit just as you're starting.
Well, that would be the notification, or is that the reminder? There's a notification that as soon as we go live goes out to everybody who's subscribed and
Oh,
says,
okay.
Happy Paper People is live now. Which is why usually when we go in live, I usually kill the first couple minutes just saying hello to everybody. Not kill, but spend it that way, you know.
Mhm.
So that it gives everybody a chance to get their notification if they forgot and come on in. So let's see. Today's Thursday. That's Saturday. And then Monday. Let's see. Monday Jumpstart. I had a couple things on my mind for Monday Jumpstart. Maybe I'll have to wait and see if I'm still live after Saturday. How in depth we want to get on Monday. And then next Thursday, mass make, we're going to mass make the doily pockets, the ones that from this past Monday, that there was 3 on the page with a tag in each one. We're going to mass make those doily pockets next Thursday. So that gives everybody time to get doilies that might not have had any on hand. Okay. I try to get this really, really tight together when I fold these, because when you finish, in the end, this is the part you see, is those two together right there. And I'll put something over it to embellish it, but still, if it's just a meeting point, or if it's a big old gap, easier to embellish if they just meet right up there. Let's see, there was something else I'm going to talk about. No, I don't remember what it is. Glennis, 3x3 ones are hard to fold. They are a little harder. They're small, yeah. Yeah. Got to make sure when you put it inside that little pointy tail goes down, because when you stick it in, it tends to just fold. And then it makes it double thick in there, though, and it would also stop it from sliding onto your corner easily. Oh, I got to show you guys. All right, so y'all know I was going to take an iron sculpture class, or a welding sculpture class with Doug for winter semester. But I had to drop the class because of my shoulder surgery. Well, Doug took the class anyway without me. How rude. No, I told him to. Yeah, this is 2.5. This one is 2.5 inches, Glennis, and this one is 5. He took the class anyway, and I got to show you what he did as his final project. He did it for me, and so he didn't tell me what it was, so I didn't get to see any of the progress, so I couldn't show you. And some of you asked along the way, but he didn't show you because I was here. It's already hanging up on the wall. I could go get it, but I'm going to show you a picture. I had a difficult time getting a good picture with lighting. I guess I could have waited until daylight today, but let's see here. I'll give you 3 different angles here. the lighting, the angles get different lighting. One pulls in some natural light, and one pulls in one other light, and another pulls in a different light from the room. And so the wall looks a different color in each one of them. But
Oh
Well,
my
that's
God,
pretty.
that's beautiful.
I know, isn't that cool? It's like I don't know, maybe 14, 16 inches tall at the treble clef and about 2 feet long, roughly, I think.
Oh, I
That
like
is
that.
gorgeous.
But isn't that cool? And so he heated the metal, the steel on the treble clef so it would get all those fire colors, the peacock colors, the blues and purples and greens that I love, which is really neat. And then the ball of the treble clef here, he heated that up and then rubbed it with a copper brush, and the copper from the brush transfers onto that and makes that color. Isn't that cool?
That's cool. That's pretty. Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Very, very pretty.
And then he was playing around, or he says, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have some paint? Do you have whatever? And so I was giving him all this stuff. He used the rust reagent. This one doesn't show up. It's dark, so it doesn't show up very well in the picture. But he used rust reagent on this one, on this note. So it's a rusty note, which is cool. He used some purple paint on this one. I can't remember what I used. These two are coppery, and I can't remember what I gave him to use for those. And these two are teal. And then he got the good fire colors in the tops of the notes there. I was so surprised and so impressed and so pleased. I just love it. It's very cool.
Very pretty. Great job, Doug.
He did a really good job.
I agree with that. Great job.
Here's a different angle. This one you can see the colors on the bottom of the notes a little bit better, but yeah, it's so cool. I had no idea what he was going to make, and I didn't try to figure it out. I didn't want to know. I wanted the surprise. And there's a completely different angle, but this one gives you a little more of the heated metal look over there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I was kind of excited about that.
Very pretty.
Got it hung up right away. He did a great job on that, I will say. He did a great job. Now he's anxious to take the class again with me so he can do another project. So I can do a project. I know you get to do whatever you want. Like, remember that Rosie did at the beginning. And then did a couple of other things. The rose is really cool. Oh, we need to take the class several times just so we can make roses. We could get a whole bouquet of roses, huh? Yeah. Well, the instructor, who is a professional artist, he's a metal sculptor, and he's got sculptures all over the country, and nice, big, expensive ones. Oh, in fact, one of the things he's doing right now that he just started a couple weeks ago, Doug took a picture. He says, "You're going to love this." It's a steampunk seahorse. So I pulled up Stamperia and showed him the steampunk seahorse, and it was almost identical. It was so cool. I'm like, really? He did an airship too. Doug's got pictures. I'm going to have to get his phone. He made out of metal an airship that looks like Sir Vagabond's. And it stands 2 or 3 feet tall. It's really cool. But he, what was I going to tell you about him? I don't know. So, maybe it was the the roses. Yeah, he makes those roses and he sells them for $100 a piece. Those metal. Yeah. Well, they're so cool, and no way I'm paying that for it. So, but I'll take the class and make one. Doug made one. So let's see, if we take it together, we make 2. Take it together, we make 2. That's 5. That might make a nice little bunch. This one's tiny. This one's even smaller than this one. So I thought this was 2.5. Maybe it is. This one might be 3. But for a teeny tiny book. All right, let me text him. And when he's off an appointment. He could bring his phone in to me. Okay. It's teeny tiny. This would go good with one of Margie's teeny tiny books. That kind of sounds like thunder.
Yeah, it's storming here. Bad. Yeah, we have severe thunderstorms today.
Wow. Oh, I love thunderstorms. We're not getting any.
It's dark out.
Those are great crafty days.
My dogs won't go outside, you know.
Yeah. Good, because they just come back in all muddy.
No, they'll go outside. They go out. Okay, they'll either go out in the garage and stand there and look at the rain.
Uh-huh.
Or go out in the back patio, stand there and look at the rain. And look at us like, I'm not going out there.
Really?
I'm not going out. I'm not going out there. And then I got one that won't even leave the house. So.
Well, that's funny. Oh, Lucy will run out, and she loves the snow, and she'll go out and run around in it, and
I have that little chicken.
Jump in it, and then she comes back all muddy.
Yeah, no, I have the one that she's not even going outside.
Wow, until she has to pee so bad.
That's the thing. If it goes on too long, then she'll go in the house eventually.
Oh.
And I can't really yell at her because, I mean, I do, but you can't really.
It's hard to justify yelling at her.
Because we know, she's afraid. Yeah, she's afraid.
You can't blame her for being afraid.
No.
Had to take
raining, I do yell at her. But when it's a thunderstorm, I'll let her.
Oh, right. You can go out in the rain. I won't make you go out in the thunder. Yesterday, we had to take Lucy to the vet for a wellness check. And so she was there all day, drop her off in the morning. He had a couple surgeries, so he was just doing this other stuff, in between the surgeries. Doug went to pick her up like at 4:45 on his way home from work. And he gets home to the driveway, opens the door. He gets out, gets the mail. Usually she stays there in the car, waits for him to go get the mail, come back up the driveway, and then jumps out and comes in the house with him. He got out, went to get the mail. She jumped out, beelined it for the grass, and was there for like 20 seconds. She probably held it all day while she was at the vet. Didn't want to go.
Yep.
Didn't want to go there. She gets all excited. She loves it. It's not a problem. She doesn't get upset going there. She just doesn't want to go potty.
Yeah, they're in their cage. They don't like to go in that cage.
Well, they take her outside. They'll walk her outside.
I know, but they don't like it.
Yeah, no, she doesn't like it.
She's not with mom. She's not with dad. She
doesn't like going on a leash anyway. But
they look at you like
strangers. Yeah,
unless you're walking somebody's yard and you don't want them to go in there, and then they poop in there.
Of course.
The one neighbor that's going to throw fit. That's the yard they always.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's funny. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Good to see you, Wendy Rooster. Yeah, I asked Doug when he has a minute between his appointments if he'll bring his phone in here so I can show you a couple of those things that Rick did, and then you can tell him what a great job he did by yourself. Yeah, I already told him. I think he did. Is that going to be? Yeah, that will be covered.
Who's Rick? You missed.
Oh.
That's the guy that did the metal class.
Rick, yep, Rick is the instructor. Okay, now he's in a virtual department meeting. It'll be about an hour. What time is it? 2:45? Yeah. As long as it's before 4. I don't know if I can make a whole nother hour of these. How many of these do I need? We could make something else. I was working on something else this morning, but I don't think it's necessarily a mass make. It's more of probably a Saturday Night Live or something. But we could mass make something else. If those who are playing along have made enough. Yeah, Rick is the instructor, the metal sculpting instructor. Wendy, you probably just came in. Doug and I were going to take a metal sculpting class. It's a welding class for art, for metal sculpting winter semester together. And then I ended up having shoulder surgery and had to drop it. But Doug went ahead and took it anyway. And he made some really cool things. And I just showed him what his final project was. I'll show it again when he comes in about an hour. But I was telling him about the instructor, Rick, who's a very well-known metal sculptor, and he made a steampunk. Oh, I could probably just go get his phone, couldn't I? He's in a meeting. I could go snag his phone. He made a metal airship, like a steampunk airship, like Sir Vagabond's, and he made. He's right now in the process of making a steampunk seahorse, which is just like the one from Stamperia. It's very cool. So Doug took the rusting reagent to the class with him, and he's like, "Where'd you get that?" My wife. Where'd she get it? I don't know. Ask her where she gets that. I said, I get it from Poland, but I still have some in stock if you want some. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go snag his phone because these things Rick was making were really cool. So when you take the class, you have to choose what you're going to make, as your final project. That's probably the hardest part, is just deciding what to make. We should think of something really cool, steampunk, that I could make. Maybe we might take it in the fall. I won't do it in the summer. We might take it in the fall. All right, so I have several black and white ones, pink, and a Christmas. I'll have to make a reindeer one. I need some good neutral ones, though, for other journals. It's so cool to hear thunder and to hear the storm virtually.
It's not gotten bad here yet.
That's probably good. Or we could take some time to embellish these, I guess. Have you already embellished yours?
No. So I'm going to start doing that.
Don't do that. Let me see. Honey, I'm tearing up a steampunk book. Jello, Sylvia. My reminder just went off. Really?
Better late than never.
Like an hour late. You need to set it for 1 o'clock. I don't know. Jello to everyone. I'll not be able to convene, but I am listening. Good to hear all of you. Well, it's good to have you here. Wait, Glennis, did you do double paper? 6, 3 equals 2. So you should get 4. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So you should get 4. Let me back up. Yes. Mom had a dog that would roll around in the snow. Yeah. Show how to decorate them, Marion. You can add a little cluster to a fancy border and hang down this. You get 8 3 by 3 from a 6 by 6. How? That was good. Yeah, a 6x6. You would get 4 3x3s. 4 3x3s. Little guys. Oh, here he comes.
Steampunk is the seahorse.
Seahorse, the airship?
That's not what steampunk
It is. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like Sir Vagabond's airship.
Okay.
I showed him yours. The one you made me.
Uh-huh.
They thought it was very cool too. Okay, this is the one that Rick is making right now.
Wow.
Big delay on YouTube for me. There it, and then it froze.
Doug, your sculpture was gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yes, it was
That
gorgeous.
is very cool. Isn't this cool? It looks a lot like the Stamperia steampunk. And then one of the guys is doing
He
this
did that.
horse head. That's
Awesome.
midway. He used chains and things to make the reins. Oh, that was a cool picture partway through yours.
Yeah. Here's the steampunk ship. There's
Oh,
to the right.
there's the steampunk airship.
Wow.
See, that's a lot like Sir Vagabond's. It's a little dark, but it should show up on YouTube, okay? There it is.
That looks cool.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This way?
No, the other way.
Oh, there it is from
From the back.
the back.
Wow.
Colors.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, rusting reagent would be really cool on that one. Oh, there it is from the side up close. This guy's really good. On the balloon, you can see all the little things.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's Thank you, honey.
Uh-huh.
I was telling him about that.
And then there's
My YouTube froze.
here's the did you show them the dragon before?
Oh no. I would like
What?
There's a dragon.
No, I didn't show the dragon. Let's let that come up on YouTube, get a bigger picture.
Yeah, you just got it from that angle.
Yeah, yeah. Did you get another one from different angle of this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoops. There's that.
There we
angle.
go.
there you go. Yeah, so you can see the head better.
Yeah,
Cool. That's cool.
that is pretty cool.
And then I think there's one more. No, that's the other one that he was doing.
Oh, this was who was that? Rick?
That's Rick. Rick, he was making this.
Oh, Rick did the dragon.
Yeah, Rick did the
Okay,
dragon and
yeah.
Rick did this.
Okay. That was a little more awkward to see.
Yeah.
Is that a face up there, or what is that?
No,
this
there's a
back
couple
here.
horses.
This back here, look up there. It looks like a skull.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard to see.
Yeah,
It's hard
yeah,
to see on the.
Oh,
It's a toolbox. They're just red or
Trays.
orange toolbox trays.
Oh, okay, okay.
That totally looks like a skull.
yeah.
Kind of like.
Now, my fingers are in the way. Yeah, yeah, it did. I totally see that when I look on YouTube.
Yeah, it's hard to
That's
see. that
crazy.
way.
Yeah.
Other way.
That's
Oh.
another picture of it.
Oh, that's big, bigger than I thought it was.
It's kind of hard to see, but there's just horses. But
That's cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
You can show his again.
Oh,
The one you made.
people who weren't here.
I'm
Yeah,
great.
this is the one Doug made me. Surprise for me. It was very cool.
I just love that.
Yeah.
Me too. I can't believe what a good job he did with it. I have to say, I was a bit surprised. Yeah, I mean, it's never welded before in his life.
But he's artistic, so you should know that.
He is. Well, he is. He's very creative and he's very artistic. And he now, for the first time, well, okay, so he listened to that Monday where we talked about calling us or, believing that you're an artist and that whole If you guys haven't heard that Monday Jumpstart where we talked about that, it was the one that said it was a creativity workshop. If you haven't listened to the Monday Jumpstart Creativity Workshop, I recommend you do. There was probably more conversation in the comments on that one than any other one that I can think of. It was a really, really good conversation we had about this stuff. But he listened to that because I listened to it again afterwards because of something I was looking for. And he's never thought of himself as creative or artistic or an artist or, anything like that. Even though he does great wood burning and woodworking. And after this, he brought this home and gave it to me. And I said, you're a really creative artist. And he says, thank you. That's really awesome. Yeah. So starting to understand that anybody who takes something and makes something else with it is a creator. All right. Yeah, these do seem to work a little bit better if I burnish them down. I finish this one, then I'll decorate a couple of them. I do like to use flat things, flat trim, flat stickers, things like that, just so it doesn't add bulk, especially if I do something on both sides. I don't think I even have any Christmas stuff out. But I can definitely do the black and white. Maybe the pink. Okay. All right, so let's take the glue first. I'm going to give them all just a... Is it coming out? No? Yep, there it is. Tiny little bit right here. So they stay together nicely. Okay. Yeah, much easier to mass make in assembly line style so that you go back and glue them all at the same time instead of one by one. Oops, squish some glue out. All right. I have a feeling that I need to go back and read chat. Sylvia telling Margie to stop. Probably a hoot and a holler back there. Sometimes I wish that chat could speak to us. Let's see. Big delay on YouTube. It is a big delay on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Marina based. Have you heard of Silk Punk? No. Have you heard of Silk Punk?
Nope.
I haven't either. Sylvia, you're supposed to be silent. We know you're there, though.
Okay. I made
What
4.
is Silk Punk, Laura? You made 4?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, you can. You could cut the tips off before you stick them down in here. You could cut the tips off
What is the purpose of having that tail on the backside?
so that it goes over the back of the page and just gives it a little more.
Or you can tuck it in. I've tucked some of mine in.
You
I
can.
just- Yeah.
You could. Yeah, you could totally do that like that.
Those star things that you used to make, and you'd put little sayings in them, and
Yes, and do your fingers like this.
yep, that's
Uh-huh.
what it's like.
Yeah. Letters loaded with messages. It starts anyone either encourage or discourage with their interpretation of the world around. Anyone else notice that the bots are gone? Guest banning and reporting helped. Yes, it did. Yeah, why do you have to be quiet, Sylvia? Okay, Silk Punk is combining steampunk with Asian themes and aesthetics, like Vagabond in Japan. Interesting, Silk Punk. I have not heard that term.
Neither have I.
So they can't just have, steampunk over there. They have to have their own version. Silk Punk. Silk Punk novels are about rebellion, resistance, reappropriation, and rejuvenation of tradition and defiance of authority. Key punk aesthetic pillars. What is Silk Punk? Let's see. Silk Punk books. That would be Silk Punk books.
Cat punk. Margie wants cat punk.
There you go. Silk Punk is a term coined by Ken Liu to describe a blend of sci-fi and fantasy, inspired not by Victorian-era steam-powered technology, which is steampunk, but by East Asian antiquity. It does not apply to every SFF, so sci-fi story inspired by Asian history or culture. Interesting.
Oh, make that even harder to understand.
Yeah. Which is probably why we just said Vagabond in Japan. Because we know he's steampunk and now he's traveling abroad, traveling Asian. So Silk Punk, if you're tired of steampunk and you could go try Silk Punk, which is just taking the same thing, Asian style. All right, let's see what we could do for decor here. Something fairly flat. What have I got right on hand here? We'll go with anything, maybe Christmas. Definitely need some black. Where's the black I had the other day? That work. Let's see. We've got pink and kind of rose. That might work. Let's see. See if I can find some butterflies or something, right? That might work. And what else have I got over there? A stripe. I'm trying to get all of these out of the same place all my long trim that I just don't use often enough. Okay, and let's find here some butterflies. Some flat butterflies. Work. Might be able to find a little pink one. And let's see. Be able to find a little blue and green one. There we go. All right. Let's take a look here real quick. You could put a wax seal on it. You could put
You can put a-
any kind of sticker. Yeah, that was Big Thunder.
Yeah.
No,
It's raining really hard now.
wow. With some wooden embellishments, but they might be a little too bulky. Let's start with this. Let's see what we can do with these. Is that one glued? Oh, nope, it is not. I don't know. I still might. I don't think I'm going to decorate the backside because depending where I use them, I might fold the backside in as well. So, okay. Add that to my scrap pile. And let's get to black and white up here. Stick together. Pink and the pink, black and white, the green, and a striped. All right, let's see here. Doesn't work on that, but it might work on that. It's coming apart anyway, right there. 3 little flowers right there. But here's a darker rose-colored one that might work on this. Yeah, it might get just one. And I will give it just a little bit of ink where I tore it apart there, all the way around the edges. We'll put that one right there. So that flower is a good place for a butterfly to sit on, or a bee, or a moth, or any kind of bug. Those are kind of big. Those will work there. How about some of these black trims? I put that up there. That doesn't look very black. It makes it look kind of brownish gray. Different shade of black. Oh, that'll be pretty. That one fits the best. Hmm.
So
I now
moths,
have way too much information about butterflies.
yeah. So moths are the low life butterflies. Then, or it's the trailer trash of the butterfly world.
Go back and read on the
The homeless of the butterflies. Poor moths.
go back and read about liquefying their food or whatever it is to
Oh, yeah.
like I said, I know way too much.
TMI. She's like, I never even wanted to know that much about butterflies.
Nope. Mm-mm. I have enough issues with snakes, let alone now having to worry about butterflies.
Yeah, they do take their food and liquefy it, or chew it up,
No, I
masticate,
didn't know. Didn't want
masticate it, and liquefy it, regurgitate it. I remember learning that in grade school when we had our little butterfly section of science. Okay, there's one. Now, let's see. I think this one's going to need a white one. But this, all right. No, it needs to go the other direction. Get better. Eat will keep better. Has anybody ever seen that show Forged in Fire?
When they make the swords,
Yeah, they make swords and knives and all kinds of things.
I've seen it once. I haven't. I mean,
Yeah. So they must have made swords that time.
yeah.
Sometimes knives, sometimes swords, sometimes whatever. But they bring all different kinds of swords and say you have to make this kind or this kind of, whatever the weapon is. So they'll bring them an old tank and say you have to harvest the metal off this tank to make your whatever the challenge is. And there's 3 rounds and one person gets eliminated each time. And then somebody wins. So they make these knives and it's really kind of cool watching them, make them from just a piece of metal or a piece of steel or multiple pieces of steel. Never had any idea how they do that. And so Doug finished his project Tuesday and had time left. So he grabs a piece of steel and starts making a knife. It was really cool. Getting it hot and twisting it. And none of those are fitting just right, just the way I want them to.
A knife like a chef knife or like a
No, like
go out and kill things knife?
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of knife. I don't even know what kind of knife.
Don't they tell them what they have to make or something?
They do on that show. Yeah, they tell them you have to make this kind of knife, and they give them show them.
Yes.
Yeah. Different types. And then I guess does anybody? Let's see here. What do we do? Nope, I guess I haven't seen it either because they're still talking about butterflies. So, so then they have 3 judges, and so after each of the 3 sections, where they take their knife and they put it through a test, and then one person gets eliminated, and then they go back to work on it, to do the next steps of it, because they can only get part of it done each time. It takes a long time, and so there's this one judge. His name just happens to be Doug, and he's Asian. That's funny. And he does the cutting test, and so it's the cutting. It's just kind of crazy what they do. But then he says, "It will cut every time. It will cut. It has this problem and this problem, but it will cut." So Doug brings home this knife, and basically it's this long piece of steel, and he's heated it up and smashed the end out and then twisted it. Is that inside, Doug, or is it out in the car? Twisted it. He's just kind of messing around because he's got time to kill now, not time to start a whole new project, because tonight's the last night of class. So he's just messing around with it, and he's twisting it, and it's kind of funny. So he brings it home, and it's all smashed. It's not sharp at all. He was just smashing it out and twisting it, and I said, "This will kill." He says, "Yeah, that's what everybody in class said." It's interesting to show just some of those. I guess I have to be in the right mood for all of those, but learning about another type of art, or
Yeah. I just wish there weren't so many advertisements in them.
creativity. Yeah, exactly. Another kind of creativity that isn't something that I do is interesting. Okay, so I think I'm going to need something white for that one. They don't have to be embellished right down the middle. I just kind of like to cover that seam. And then maybe I can find a black and white butterfly. Black and white flutterby to go right on here. Get some of these Prima ones out here. Yeah, the worst part of TV is advertisements. Those aren't black and white.
So many of them on
and
those kind of shows. There's
Yeah.
so many of them. And then they come back from the advertisements and they show like 3 minutes of what you just saw.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
Catch
wasted another.
to catch up the people that weren't there.
I know, but it's like
It's irritating. It's very irritating.
It's irritating.
So
It's
your
like, wait a
hour-long
minute,
show
what
is
about
now
those-
35 minutes.
Yeah. With 20 minutes of advertisements. I mean, because they have a lot of them in those shows.
Yeah,
They
an
do.
hour show is
Those shows
40
have a
minutes.
lot of advertisements. And it's
Yeah.
the same set of advertisements every single time, it seems like, too.
It's the same 2 commercials every time, or 4
Yeah,
commercials, depending on. Yeah,
You're like, okay, can you put a different one in there?
yeah, really. Okay, so look at that one. A pink butterfly might be pretty on the
I
black.
don't know if the black thingies are from the Dollar Tree.
No, it is Jolie's. I had them forever. See if there's any of these that are small enough. I was thinking pink one might be pretty on it, and then I could take a black.
True. So we record a lot, but I don't record those kind of shows because those are just when I'm in the mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't record all of them because I'm not into them that much. Sometimes when they have a certain thing on, I'll try to do it, but I don't watch a lot of TV. So when I sit down, I just watch TV.
We watch Marshall Justified. Right now we're watching Marshall Justified and So I'll say to Lucy, let's go see what Marshall Justified's doing today. And burden of proof.
That's sure what Raylan's doing. Let's see what Raylan's doing.
Yeah, exactly. What's Raylan doing today?
Who's he gonna?
Being stupid.
Who's he gonna tick off?
Yeah, exactly. I think we're in season 5, and he's just about ticked off everybody.
Yeah.
Art is probably done with him. Art decked him in the bar already.
Okay, it's been years. I don't remember all of it.
I was surprised at how many specifics you did remember when you were telling me about it.
Oh, because I really liked the show. I did.
Yeah.
So did Rodney. It was one we both liked.
Yeah. I hope they bring out another one with him in New York. That would be cool.
I don't know.
No, you done? You had enough? I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I really don't. I think I've read it, but I've not seen anything else since that one article. And
yep. And was it maybe a hopeful article, not necessarily?
that could be. I don't know, because I've read some other things that said certain shows were done, but yet they're still on. I'm like, okay.
That was kind of a bummer thing about COVID. There were a lot of shows that just took that opportunity and just made that their last season.
Yeah.
Just cold turkey, they were over.
Did you watch Ozark? Did you ever watch that one?
I watched. I think we got the first one in. I never fit. Oh no. I watched 3 or 4. That was what's his name?
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. Yes, I've watched.
Yeah, they finished it up. They finally finished it up.
Okay, I watched.
I was not happy with the ending, but anyway.
This might go on here. I have a few other butterflies I have here. Yeah, I can't have too many going at the same time because we don't watch TV all that much. So
that one, I love the first 2 seasons, but after that, I was kind of like,
which one?
Ozark.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that like her character.
Just shoot the wife. I was like, just shoot her now, just shoot her.
That's funny. Funny. Okay, let's see. Might have to find some other things here to embellish with. Got some mushrooms. No, these don't look like mushroom things. Got some. What have I got? I've got some more
stuff on YouTube. No, I do, but when I'm reading, I usually have the TV on in the background a lot of times for noise.
When you're reading?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
or music. One of the two. I have to have something.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
I used to make the guys at camp laugh because I'd be reading and singing a song. How do you fucking do that? Oh, sorry. Yeah. How do you do that? I'm like, I just do. Sorry, ladies. I just do. They say that and be like, what's not hard with that? It's not hard with that.
Oh, funny. Well, yeah. If you're multi-talented, there isn't.
Well, it's not a song you don't know the words to. It's one that you like.
Right. Your brain can do it without you having to focus on it.
Yeah, like an old song that you've grown up with that you just know. You know.
Yep. Okay, that's not working there.
I'm singing the chorus usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or you have it. That's how I used to study too. I couldn't study in a quiet room. Can't do it. I cannot do it. No. Nope. I'm better off if I have like background noise, so you're not distracted by random noises. Exactly. That's exactly it.
Huh.
Yep. I'm with you, Laura. Exactly.
Covers up all the little random noises that
just the other way around. No background noise. She can't take it.
Yeah. Too many things competing for her brain. All right. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, darn it. I just stuck something in one of those embellishment packs that would have been perfect on this.
Yeah, needs background noise. Yeah, I got to have something sometimes when it just relaxes me.
Yeah. Well, I should do some for these little craft color butterflies. They would be good.
Oh, Sylvia says we have eight TVs. 2 are smart TVs. 175, 165, and the rest are 55. When I took care of kids, everyone was in a room with food, an animal, and a TV. That's one thing to be entertained. I remember when my kids were little and I was like, oh, I won't put a TV in their room. I won't do it, you know? But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you could only watch Bambi so many times.
Yeah. Little Mermaid.
Mine were boys, so it was.
Mine was too.
It started out with Bambi, the Fox and the Hound, and then Bambi, they'd watch it. And I'm going to tell you something, ladies. When you go back and rewatch Bambi and you've watched it for 20, 50 times or whatever, you start noticing the freaking errors.
Yeah.
The one time that one of the things licking something, then the next she's still licking, but the baby's gone.
Yeah.
Just different things. Then you start noticing, and you're like, "Oh God, I've watched this too many times."
Yeah. I've always said I want a job as I don't know what it's called, a movie error finder.
An editor.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Whether
it's a video
it's
editor.
TV or movies, we'll watch it and we'll watch it and one of us will yell faux pas. You know,
Yeah.
and sometimes
I
we
don't
both
always see them right away because I don't focus on that unless it's
I don't
really, really
focus on it
obvious.
either. They just jump out to me.
But like the second time you watch it, that's when you start noticing.
Yeah. Well, I'll notice things like, okay, like two people are together and first they're doing it they're showing from her angle and you can see him and then they do it from his angle and you can see her and her hair is a certain way.
Yeah.
Back to her angle, then they cut back to his, because they're talking back and forth and her hair's different.
Yeah.
I notice those. I mean, they just jump out at me. It's weird. It bugs me. So
Or you watch one, there'll be something dark in the, like, I don't know, something big in the background. You're not talking something little, and then all of a sudden it's gone, and you're like,
what happened to yeah.
And then it's back.
Somebody forgot to clip the right things together. Yeah, and then it's back. Yeah, or a door open or closed or things like that, behind them. Things jump out at me all the time. So I thought, well, if they're going to bug me like that and jump out at me, then if I could have a job where my job is to find them, that would be great.
Yeah. Book editing. Oh, God.
I do that when I read books too. The misspelled word.
My word.
Or yeah.
Especially
Out at me.
Now, if they're an English writer or something, there's certain word. Okay, I can maybe understand, but some of these people are not English. They're American. When you put PASSED for the past few years, you word past, like I passed the car. Yep. I'm like, really?
Well, yeah. So that makes me wonder when that happens. It makes me wonder if they were speaking it and it just put the wrong thing down, which it shouldn't anyway.
No, I doubt they speak. A lot of them type it on their computer and they only do the spell check.
And then
somebody needs to read it. Because I had one book where I can tell you they've changed the character of the name. Because all of a sudden you're reading it and the two people are talking and then the name changes and you're like, what? What? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, and then they forgot to go back and change it at the beginning.
No, and it's only for like 3 pages, and then they're back to the other name. You're like, okay, whatever.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah, I can't remember what book I was reading with that.
That is
really
bad.
I was like, did I miss something? I was like, I thought it was just the two of them in the room, And they're like, who's this guy? Yeah, they must have referred to the name.
That's funny though.
But it was like two pages or something. And I'm flipping back like, no, it's just them. It's just them. Yeah. And then you start reading again. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'll figure out who he is in a minute. And then you're back to calling them the other name. And you're like, oh, okay.
All right, I get it. Could put one of these. Work on it. Yeah, this is a good place for stickers and flat things. Let's see. think these are white. Metallic. Must be silver.
Yeah, I understand they don't have a lot of editors anymore, Laura, but even somebody that writes it, surely they can read it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Do they go back and read
Or
it?
have one of their friends read it. One of the two.
Yeah.
There's one of those ladies that I bought a whole bunch of books from that it was the same book over and over.
Mm.
Well, there were differences, but she would put the wrong paper line in.
Oh, shoot.
And
Yeah.
so,
Because she forgot to change it somewhere.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're using graphic 45 fairies and then she puts in graphic 45 farmhouse.
Right.
You're like,
oh,
what?
Right. Well, and if it's on the right kind of document, they should be able to search the word and replace it. So it replaces it everywhere throughout the document. But
Yeah. And they just missed it. They just missed that couple.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Yeah.
I
saying.
quit buying from. Well, I bought a whole bunch, and so now I'm wondering if all of them are like that because there's like 30 mistakes in one of the books I'm doing.
oh man.
And you do. Now, mistakes here and there don't bother me too much.
Right.
But if they're massive mistakes that really make it like that change name and they didn't fix it and they keep doing it, I'll quit buying their books. I'm sorry, because that messes you up because you're like, what?
Right.
What?
Right. Yep, that's true.
And what if it's somebody that's new to or because we were using paper specific, when it's paper specific, I follow them.
They go grab the wrong
because I know
paper.
Graphic 45 is expensive and I don't want to run out of paper.
Yeah.
Because you make the wrong cuts.
Yeah. It's just,
So
yeah.
now I just kind of do my thing.
yeah.
Oh.
And even, the past, that I can get by that because at least it sounds the same when you're reading it. You know what I'm saying? You notice it, but you can still read through it.
That's true. Yep. Yeah.
There's some that you're just like,
Some of
okay.
them,
And then there's the ones that want to stick a word in there that you've never heard of.
Right.
And yeah.
You can figure out what it is, but you're like,
Based on the context
why-
in the sentence, but
why couldn't
No.
you just use the normal everyday
normal word. A
Yeah.
normal word. Yeah.
Don't make me look up words when I'm reading. That's why I listen to books now, so I don't have to look up the words when I'm reading them.
Oh, that's what I love about the Kindle, because there's one, if you really don't know it, you can click, you can
You
just
can touch it.
tells you.
Yeah. Take you to a definition.
Yeah. I've been reading a series and it's pretty funny, but
Oh, cool.
I'm on like book 20.
Wow. Wow.
What
That's
are
a
you reading?
lot of series.
It's a science fiction series.
Oh,
So it was, science fiction romance. It's stupid. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
funny.
She's read 20
It's
of
so
them.
funny. It's so funny you're reading it. But anyway, I was reading one when we were up taking Eric back, and it used the word symbiote and something else, and I was reading it in bed, and Eric's sitting there and he goes, "What's a symbiote?" I said, "Oh, you shouldn't be reading this, dude." So anyway, you're trying to explain to him what a symbiote is because it's not real. How do you
Right. It's a
this is a
it's a
make
virtual bot. That's what it is. It's a virtual bot.
but and he's reading right along with me, so I gotta quit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Because there was another word on there, and he was like, "What's this?" I was like, "No." I said, "It's just a science. It's part of it. It's a character. It's part of him. It's it was part. It was supposed to be like a symbiote. He had a dragon symbiote. Is what it was."
Right. Oh. That's funny.
And then he turned into a cat, and you're like, "You're trying to say," because it was a weird one. Anyway, but he's reading. It's like, "Oh, that sounds cool, Granny. What's that?"
Oh man. You're like, you're probably gonna ask me about a word that I don't really want to explain. So let's stop here. Let's just stop right here.
Well, I like new words, but sometimes they're using words that you're like, really?
Yeah.
And it's a word
Sometimes you feel like they're using the word just to use bigger words.
Yeah.
If it actually makes it better, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah, they get a little more leeway, but I still would like them to reread the story to make sure that they have the right names.
Yeah, and isn't that
And
what an
the words
editor's
aren't
for?
you know, and
Sometimes
a
I
lot
think
of
they
times
put them,
there's a lot of missing words, and that's hard too.
and you can put them through a spell check, and past is spelled correctly.
And they have
So,
grammar check.
but that's not a
Have
grammar,
grammar
check.
check, too.
Exactly. Spell check is not grammar check.
So,
Yeah. I'm just looking through some.
Laura likes big words, and she cannot lie. I do sometimes if it's a word that I don't know that.
From with big words.
Yeah,
As long
yeah.
as
There's
they,
some words that you're like, really? Do you really have to use that one?
yeah, it's not, yeah, that it's a big word. It's that it didn't necessarily need to be used there.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah,
it
character
does.
names are too similar. Some of us remember who Dave, Daryl, and Darren. Yeah, I hate that. I hate when they do.
No. Yeah. This is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
Okay, now when you're reading the sci-fi book, they're always weird names too. So they're they're not.
Yeah. Hard.
So
That is hard.
you have one that really there's only like 2 letters difference in them. You're like, what? Because who knows how you're really supposed to pronounce them?
Right. Oh. Yeah, so you end up pronouncing them all kind of the same because, that's what we do.
Because they're just 1 letter different or something here, and you're like, oh, okay, and then you're trying to keep them straight. Yeah, that's kind of hard. I hate when they do that.
All right, so I'm wondering about putting some black underneath on this pink one. I'll just take that all the way out. And then putting one of these pink flowers with the black center on there.
Stop raining.
It did?
Yeah, still dark.
Wow.
At least.
I guess I need to make the purple ones. Maybe that one. That doesn't have a black center. I could give it a black center. Yes, I could. Or pink and black butterfly. Maybe that's what it needs. It's a pink and black butterfly like that. It's smaller.
Oh, Dar's getting yelled at again.
I could give that a black edge. Get that out. It's not jumping out at me like I want it to do.
If there's not romance, mystery, or quests in there, is there anything left? Nope, there's not. I don't like true crime. I don't like true crime.
Yeah.
No.
What else?
Science fiction, romance, shifters, vampires, whatever.
Oh no! I never even saw Twilight.
No, I don't. That's teenage angst. I don't want that.
Good.
Have you ever tried to read those books?
No,
Anybody?
I'm
Anybody
not.
try to read them? I can't even watch the movies. I wanted to just shoot them. But
Yeah.
reading them, I was like, oh, maybe I'll read it, because I do like vampire books. I was like, after 3 chapters, I was like, no, we're done.
Yeah, I figured that's how the movie would be, so I didn't even.
Well,
try.
I had to watch it. Well, Raven likes them, so I was
Sure.
trying to, but yeah, no.
Well, I would for my grandchild if I, yeah, I get that.
I couldn't handle it. I was like, no, I can't watch these. Sorry. You can watch it, but I'm not paying attention. Shoot 'em.
Oh. Okay, I'm not finding the right one. Turned at an angle.
Margie loved Twilight. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people loved it.
A lot of people did. I know.
Yeah.
I've never watched it, so I guess I honestly can't say whether I would like it or not. But I just didn't appeal to me to even go watch it.
I didn't like that 50 Shades of Grey either, and I mean, I don't find anything wrong with them books, but I couldn't read it. I didn't like the way it was written.
Yeah.
And then the movie, he just didn't do anything for me. I'm like, I'd have laughed in his face.
Oh. Oh, that's bad. Sorry,
the actor didn't do it for me. And when you read it, you can put the character in your own head, but to watch it, it just was. Yeah, he didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
she was, but it wasn't. I didn't care for it.
I didn't see that either.
I couldn't watch it all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Twilight to me was just too. I don't know. It was just too. It was too whiny.
Too teeny bopper.
It's
Teeny bopper angst. I think you said it well.
Yeah, I don't like a whiny character. She whined a lot.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't. It was just. Yeah. Give me Katniss any day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I like.
They're weird. They're weird. Don't get me wrong, and they're not something I'm going to watch over and over again. But
how do? Oh, you know what? Okay, so this one's okay. It doesn't matter whether I put it on the top or on the bottom. The flower's okay, but some of these flowers are directional. And butterflies would be directional.
Yeah.
So I put this one going this way, so I guess this is going on the top.
Yeah, I got mine on the bottom for some of them. For a lot
I
of
have
mine.
a feeling that I would probably use most of them on the bottom. So maybe I should do like partial decorating and then leave it until I decide exactly where it's going to be used.
Robin McKinley. I don't think I've read any of hers. Sunshine, my favorite vampire. I'll have to look that one up. I don't think I've read her. I've read so many I don't remember the authors.
Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't printed out your bingo card and the list of the craft words, do that. Please do that as soon as we finish here. And put your name on it. Fill in your squares with crafty words. Take a picture of it and message that to Glynis, please. Let's get a lot of people in bingo. If you weren't here at the beginning, I have prizes, people. I have good prizes, lots of prizes. There's going to be a lot of bingo winners. So let's have a lot of bingo players. If there's not a lot of bingo players, there won't be a lot of winners. Because we want everybody to win, but we don't want, 3 people to win 15 prizes.
So 3 people would like it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I don't mean that to sound rude, but really.
She has prizes, people. That's what Margie said.
She has prizes, people. So come on. Print out your bingo card. Fill it in. Message it to Glynis. Glynis McSee. She's an admin on the group if you can't find her. If you can't find her, message it to me or to Candy. We'll find her. We'll forward it on for you. And then print out your categories paper just so you have that ready to go. That's going to be a fun one. With the way the minds work in this group, I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. What? Oh, that's my favorite. And then don't forget to have your scraps handy. I hope you guys do some scrap busting with me. I'm going to, for sure. I got lots of scraps, and I could use a bunch of good scrap busting sessions. I don't know how many we'll get to, but I've got a whole page of them.
Judy, the bingo cards they're at the top of the HPP page. They're featured up at the top.
Yes,
There's
it's a pinned post.
Yep, it's up there.
The pinned post. Candy wrote the post.
It's got bingo cards in the bingo list. It's a PDF file. Gotta download the whole thing.
Just open it up and print it out and fill out your bingo card, put your name on it, and send that bingo card to Glennis. That bingo card needs to be in by tomorrow afternoon, so please do it today. Then you won't have to think about it tomorrow and won't worry about if you get it in time. You'll know it's in time if it's today.
Toby says she'll have to leave for part of it. She has to go get some stuff notarized. She'll be gone from about 11 to 12 or
Okay.
12.
No worries.
I'll go to lunch at that time.
Yeah, really. Well, we will have to take a little lunch break here and there. We won't play bingo between 11 and 12, Toby, because Toby's already got her card in. She's on the ball. There are several of you that already have your card in. Thank you very much.
And the photo, not the card.
Oh, yeah. You hang on to the card. You hang on to the card. Send the photo. Definitely need to send the photo so it can be logged and validated before we start.
Laura has generated a ton of cards for people.
Yeah, she put it in a generator, and it generated like 30 different cards. Took random words off of that list.
Yeah,
generated 30 different cards. So if you don't want to pick your own word, you can take a randomly generated one. Words. But if you want to pick your own words, just pick any 24 words. Just go through that list and pick 24 random words. I'm not going to be drawing the words. The words are going to come up on a Wheel of Fortune like wheel. So it could be any of those. We're only going to use the words that are on that list. So make sure you only pick words from that list. Most definitely. I like the idea of embellishing this with something that doesn't matter which direction it is. Because then no matter how I choose to use it, upside down, right side up. Bye, honey. That's safely. Okay. No matter how you choose to use it, it's going to.
you guys need to remember that the center one is a free space. So whatever word you have in there, the ones that Laura generated, that's a free space. You're automatically going to just cross that word off and mark it off.
Right. Yeah, those who created their own because they didn't have a printer, they just wrote free in there.
The ones that Laura did, I was just looking at them.
Oh, okay.
That's a free space.
They picked
Cross it out.
free space.
Automatically.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Third one down.
Mm-hmm. In other words, the center square.
Yep, the center square.
This is Hollywood Squares. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? We could do Hollywood Squares like this. Candy, you look up to this. Put your head over there and look up to the ceiling. We'll put the camera on faces.
No,
look up to the ceiling,
no.
Like the Brady Bunch as they look to each other. It's a story. Oh, funny. I'm really looking forward to Saturday.
And if you guys have any questions about the bingo card, just contact me or Marianne or Glennis or Debbie. We'll tell you.
Those who've already done it had some questions and they've been answered and their cards are done and submitted. So yeah, just be sure you get your bingo card in. If you have any problems downloading it or finding it or anything like that, Judy, if for any reason you can't find it or can't download it or print it or whatever, just message Candy or I and
we'll send it directly to you.
Yeah. Yep. We'll just attach it and send it to you. So you can just print it right out. Definitely. I don't want anybody to be there and not be able to play bingo because that's going to be a fun one. So we want everybody to have that opportunity. Okay, I was gonna do, maybe I could do, where did that put?
Margie says, better be quick. Get it done, people. There are prizes, people.
That's right. There's prizes. What are you waiting for?
Judy, if you go up, it's on the Facebook page. If you go up to the featured, you'll see the hold on, you'll see the post about the live. If you click the arrow and go over, it's up on the top under the featured posts.
And Judy, if you have any problems downloading it, let us know. We'll just message it to you.
You'll see Marianne's post, and you see one about categories. Let me move the bingo post.
Cheryl, hi Cheryl. Yes, Cheryl, just in time to hear. Yes, Saturday we are playing bingo. So you need to go print out the bingo card. Don't forget to put your name on it. Fill it in with craft words that are off the list only. There's a list, there's a PDF list of about 50 craft words. Pick 24 of them, fill in your bingo card, because then you need to take a picture of that and message that to Glynis. Please do it today. Do it tonight. Get it done today because it has to be done by tomorrow. Tomorrow's the deadline in order to play on Saturday. Then hang on to your card. Just send the picture of it. Make sure you've got craft words. We have lots of prizes. Lots of prizes for bingo. We're going to do the first vertical bingo, the first horizontal bingo, the first diagonal from left to right, the first diagonal from right to left, the first X, both of those, the first full square all the way around the card, and the first blackout. There's a lot of prizes. But if there's only 5 people playing, we're not going to give away 10 prizes. So let's get a bunch of people playing. So we have some fun. Categories is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that one. Don't you think, with some of the minds in this group, that will be a fun one to play?
Yeah. So if you go on Facebook on your phone, like when mine comes up on the page, you'll see Marianne's post here. The bingo cards are right there. You got to, on the featured post, you got to move them over.
Yeah, mine has the link for the party.
And then
just scroll it, touch it, scroll it to the left. There you go.
Got the Amazon affiliates I just uploaded.
Cool.
And the Patreon page. So yeah, you got to scroll through those. Otherwise, you got to go down and find it in the.
Yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah,
scroll through the top and just find the one that says bingo.
Yeah, it's under the featured mark, the featured section.
If you want, Andy, go attach it in the first comment under the one that we made, the first one that has the link to the Saturday party. So they're all the same place. You could do that if you want to. If you don't want to, well, you don't have to. That might not stick without some Fabri-Tac, huh? I don't know. Now I've done it. It has to have it. What?
Laura says she's going to be singing the bingo song all day.
NGO. Cheryl, Saturday is your birthday? Saturday the 7th? My birthday's on a 7th too, so that's cool, but it's not May 7th. Congratulations. That'll be fun. Cheryl will sing happy birthday to you too. Everybody get a cake. Get your own cake. Provide your own cake. Not sending out cakes. Provide your own cake.
Yeah, Laura, you can type them in notepad and then screenshot it and send it. That's perfectly fine. That's a great idea, Laura. We were just trying to make it easier for people that didn't have stuff like that. But either way, somehow we got to get the list. That's all. Yeah.
And we have to have your bingo card by tomorrow.
Yeah, before, but I meant she's talking about the categories list.
Oh, categories. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Categories. That works.
You can even save the file, Margie, and then attach it in Messenger. You can do it that way too.
Yeah.
Notepad is just a cheap word processing. Basic word processing. It's a free one that comes with Windows.
Mm-hmm.
Screenshots different on every phone, so we could not even tell you. Like mine, you can do it by swiping your hand across it, or you can push.
Toby, probably easier for you just to take a picture like you did. Take a picture and then send it just like you did. That's probably the much easier way.
Every phone is different about how they screenshot, and they're.
Margie, if you take a picture and then upload it, how long is it going to take to upload one photo of your?
Yeah, well, if you only have a real camera, that's a bit. That's more.
It's more laborious, but I wonder how long it takes to.
Take long, but.
Or Google should be able to tell you for your device.
Yeah.
Well, she knows from experience how long it takes, because it's between the camera and the computer both.
I think she meant Toby for how to screenshot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly where Google that's from, because the phones are different, and depending on how you have it set up too. Like if you don't have like mine, if I don't have it set up for gestures, I have to do the buttons. But I have mine set up where I can do the thing across my hand.
I love swipe. Yep.
Yeah, but if you don't have it set up, you don't have it set up.
That's true. I can't type if I don't use swipe. It takes too long. I'm not a thumb typer. So if I can't use swipe, it's going to take me forever.
And on your computer, if it's Windows, you have a snip function. And if you just go to your Windows function and type in snip, it brings up the little scissors, and you draw a square around what you want to say, and it copies and pastes it.
Now you're getting way too confusing for them.
No, just saying. That's an easy one too.
Just saying.
Look up snip on Google.
And
Laura has a
shortcut. Yeah. Margie, I would say that it's worth trying the first time to just take a picture of it and upload the picture, since you're only uploading one picture at a time instead of several, or whatever. I would say that it's worth trying it once to see. So here's the thing: if you're well, we'll talk about that on offline, because I think we have a way. I think we can work around that. I've got a workaround for that.
There she goes using her big words like laborious.
Not a big word, laborious.
Yeah.
Really? No. Laborious, monotonous. It's laborious. Oh, labor intensive.
Traveling to visit her granddaughter and family, so she's going to miss Saturday, but we've said to have fun. Well, you have fun with your family.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun, Wendy.
They're always fun.
We will miss you. But yeah, and if you have any free moment anywhere, pop in just to say hello. But we'll miss you. But yeah, have fun with grandkids. They're definitely more important than we are. And I can't say they'll be more fun, but have a good time.
They'll be more fun. They'll be more they'll wear you out more.
That's true. That's true. Okay, it is 4:00, so let's go ahead and say goodbye. You want to sing your So Long song? No, I'm just kidding. What?
What song? So Long song?
Yeah, really. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Done.
All right, guys.
Take care.
Love y'all.
Sign off. Got a lot to do before Saturday, so see you in the group, and we'll see you all Saturday morning. Love you.
Love you. Bye.